The Insightful Handles was a dwarven civilization in the Plane of Forever. So let's read about the general of the Insightful Handles. She became the general of the Insightful Handles. In the early summer of year 2, she made a journey to the depths of the world and tamed Ruthrus, and then returned to Safesmith. And then Nomal and Shorthast became lovers. Had a second journey to the depths of the world and tamed giant Olms, and then returned to Safesmith. Got married to Nomal after their second successful round, but became infatuated with the dwarf necromancer Rakust Mine Crevice, although may or may not have been a necromancer already at this point. Shorthast then fought the stormy assaults on an assault on Goldworm. Not worm, warm. Einod staff-gloved, and Shorthast cemented a bond of friendship amidst the horror of combat, and held a foot race in desert mansions as part of the Festival of Creating. There were 7 competitors, including Shorthast and the human Rith Disdained Home. Shorthast made a journey to the depths of the world and tamed more giant toads, and then returned. And then became a member of the Sect of Waving, and is still alive to this day. But is probably still infatuated with this necromancer. As a dwarven religion of the Plane of Forever around the worship of Gongith Ormoisen. So this is a religion. I'm mostly just curious about who Ormoisen is, who's the god of rivers. Gongith Ormoisen was a deity that occurs in the Insightful Handles. It most often was depicted as a male dwarf and was associated with rivers. Okay. There's 3 religions associated. And their worshippers are called the Moist Order, as well as the Sect of Waving. The Moist Order sounds like a group of people who just run around posting moist in with no context, just for the purpose of annoying people. So let's jump to the Dwarf Zon, who's the diplomat of the Insightful Handles. Zon and Kib immediately became lovers after them becoming the diplomat. Was one of the first of his kind. Although seems to have broke up with Kib, became lovers with Nomal, broke up with Nomal, become lovers with Bim, broke up with Bim. This is just in the first 40 years. They held a foot race, and Zon took part. This is, of course, the diplomat. Took part in a foot race. Clearly lots of wars going on here. Then in the late summer of 63, the human Ulam, the beast hunter of Dodok of the Insightful Handles, formed a false friendship with Zon in order to extract information in Safesmith. They had another foot race, and some human was the victor, had long legs, cheated. And then Zon broke up with another lover. What a heartbreaker you are. Jeez. Worships Gongeth as well. Very big fan of Ormoisen. Also worships, I must search to steam the willful strength, which they worship casually. And they ardently worship Ekast and Potmon. Potmon is a deity that occurs in the midst of the Insightful Handles and was most often depicted as a male dwarf associated with silence. The god of stoicism. All right. It's not good for a diplomat, but let's see what else. We have the object of faithful worship, which is the moist thingy. We have Ekast, which is most often depicted as a female dwarf and is associated with sacrifice. So that's pretty cool. Holds sacrifice to be the highest ideals, I assume. Got a lot of kids. Holy crap. Let's read the Outpost Liaison. Didn't do much. Died of old age. Became lovers, got married, got divorced. Became lovers with a necromancer, who probably wasn't a necromancer at the time. Began embezzling funds. Ooh. Outpost Liaison began embezzling funds. Took part in those foot races, and then died of old age. What'd you do after your hubby died? Okay, so their necromancer's spouse is starting to run into issues. They're currently trying to prepare coups under the humble clutches. So there's definitely some messiness going on there. This is the god of rumors and fame, depicted as a female dwarf. I'm always looking for gods that are like, oh, this is a lizard or a chinchilla, you know? It was the royal chef, though. Oh, that's interesting. Before becoming a necromancer and becoming obsessed with his short life, in year 5, he was the royal chef of the Noble Confederation, which is a human civilization of the Plane of Forever. I like this, like, you know, royal chef turned obsession with their of extending their life and the panic of what happens after death, began worshiping Rithod Strandcurtain, which is a deity that occurs in noble confederations, depicted as a skeletal female human and was associated with sun and death. I like it. That is cool. Okay, so this necromancer began worshiping Rithod, that demon, and then acquired that item from the demon and learned the secrets of life and death in year 7. And then the Etten Zex. Let's just say that the captions did not get that one correct. The Etten Zex rhymes with Gex. Renowned Glimmers, the Euphoria of Gloss has it. Who lives in the pit. What is happening today? The hell? This world is cursed. I'm telling you, chat. Zex lives in the Pink Hill. No. I didn't. That's the correct term, Mice Nerd. What else is there to do? I mean, I feel like most people should be the enemy of the pure nations. And stole some beer from Slope Love? Wait, what?